You know us, you love us. It's Post Pilates Thoughts with Gabby, Liv, and Maddie.
Hi guys.
Hello everyone.
Welcome back.
Welcome to episode 5.
Is this a month of PPT? We made it to a month of
We
episodes?
made it 4 episodes.
Right.
Yay!
Jeez, why do I feel so like?
Guys, it is.
Why do I feel starstruck? I'm just like, wow.
I know.
Yay, a month of.
It's been a rough day for
It's been
me.
a long day.
It's been a long
It's been a
week.
long everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're recording on a
so
Friday. We've usually been recording on like
Thursdays or
like
I
or
think
a
we've been
weekend.
doing mainly Thursdays.
Yeah. It's a little different this week
Yeah. I was gonna say, why didn't we not record yesterday?
because
But
you had to work late.
I had to work late. One of my front desk people called out.
She's the hardworking
and,
girl.
Yeah. And then I have to cover desk, and then it just would have like had to rush and and then I mean we can get into the group chat check-in, I guess, but my week has
Let's get into
been
it.
rough. And I feel like every week I go, yeah, another week at the med spa. But it was funny because we were actually all talking and venting, and this is why I love having friends, because they don't make me feel crazy. But it's so hard because it's like when you are not super happy with your job, you love what you're doing, and you know that like the job has so much potential, but like Liv was saying, we're in the growing pains right now, so there's just so much growing happening, and so that's a lot of change.
You're paying your dues. You're doing the shit,
and then
before
that's
you
what,
get to the
yep,
good part.
Yeah.
And then that's what Liv said is like paying your dues right now. I'm young. We already established that I'm a child.
So young.
This episode is about what I've said to Maddie.
Yeah, literally. I'm like my elders.
She comes
She's
to
young.
us.
We're
Yep.
old.
We're old.
Yep. Chopped unk and ugly.
Chopped.
You know us, you love us. Chopped,
Yeah.
unk, and ugly.
And bald and greasy.
And old. Well, some of us are old.
Oh,
Some of us are
Um,
really, really young.
So really, as boring as it sounds, my week was just rough with people calling out because people were sick because of the weather. People were calling out because they couldn't get to work because it was snowing here, or we had to close the location, or like, yeah. And then just I tend to overbook myself sometimes, where I'm really trying to get up early, but then sometimes stuff happens at night, and then I don't go to bed until really late, and then I get up and still want to do stuff, which I think the plan is to try to get up early, because like you were saying, I think it was you saying earlier that you like getting up and getting to work
full of wisdom
early.
today,
Liv
guys.
is the elder of the week.
Yeah. Elder of the week.
Our elder of the week.
It's elder of the week. As elder of the week, do I accept an award?
That was an amazing sync of
yeah, we went
We're syncing the mics.
Wait, what was Liv telling you?
Yeah, what was I telling you?
About getting up early or something?
Oh, that you like getting to work earlier than you were to be staying late. And I think what I was doing is
Oh,
I
wow.
would get to work later, and then because I would get up later because I was going to bed later, versus now I'm trying to backtrack that. Like, I
Yeah.
had such a good time at the gym. I've been loving going to Pilates in the morning.
Yeah.
I want to get up more, but I think the only way for me to get up early, it's like when I go curl Maren's hair. I have to be up early
Commit
to
yourself
get
to something.
right. I don't know. I'm just showing up a lot different than I guess want to be.
Do you have anything to add to your group chat check-in?
My group chat check-in?
No.
The weather was... Hey, let's bring it back
Yeah,
to the weather.
Bring it back to the weather.
Oh my god,
This is a
2
weather
episodes
podcast.
in a row talking about the weather.
No, it's crazy. Guys, if you're from Western New York, how are you doing out there?
Do-
I'm
are
barely surviving.
Are you okay? The roads are shit.
Yeah.
I can't believe it's January still,
Yeah.
and it's still like this. Like, this is like, oh, it's March, it's almost over. No, we still got like 2 more months.
No.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
No.
I don't
wanna
know.
crash out because
I just feel like we normally have like a really bad storm, and then you're good, and then you maybe have another
Yeah.
bad storm.
Like we
But there's just all these squalls.
coming out. Squalls are
All
hitting.
these squalls are all the
Squall
squalls
central.
are just really hitting. I'm in the dumps, so then I'm like, the weather's in the dumps. Everything's in the dumps.
I'm taking dumps. There's
Yeah.
just dumps all around.
I just feel like
you took a dump at
oh,
at a coffee shop this morning.
God. She ran.
You know what? Story time for my
That's your
weekly
group chat
check-in. Yeah, because nothing crazy has happened for me. So we went to Pilates this morning. Post Pilates thoughts. These are my post Pilates thoughts. We went and got coffee. Shout out Montgomery Court. Their coffee and bagels starter sandwich is
That
really
breakfast
good.
sandwich
I'm almost.
was
I should have. I
really
should have
good.
got.
Should've
breakfast. I
got-
don't know why I didn't.
It was giving Hydra breakfast sandwich. Like it was like that level
Really?
where
The
it felt
texture was
homemade.
soft.
Yes.
I'm pissed.
And it wasn't that expensive. It was Hydra pricing that I like.
Yes.
Yeah, everything was like
$6.
$14.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But yeah, we're having breakfast. Everything's great and dandy, and all of a sudden, I had to take a
She
shit.
goes mute.
Yeah.
I stopped
Mid-conversation.
speaking. Yeah, I gave up. I was doing a bit and leaning up against Maddie, and all of a sudden I was like, this is not a drill. And so I excused myself like a lady and went to the bathroom, and these bitches start texting, blowing up my phone, saying, I heard that. I heard the splash. Oh, by the way, I need to leave right now. I was like,
Yeah, we said hurry up. We said pinch it off. Which, guys, I felt that later today. I did take a poop at work.
You guys gotta get a bidet. I know you can afford it.
I know.
Botox and clean asses. What could be
Yeah.
better?
Right.
But yeah, I felt my privacy was invaded, and I walked out, and they literally yelled out, "Ew!"
Yeah, we go.
were. As she's walking across a coffee shop, we're like stinky.
Yeah,
stinky."
yeah.
Wiping our noses.
And
Not wiping our
then
noses.
We embarrassed her.
But
Yeah.
yeah, no. Well, I guess we could dive into
Today's episode.
All right.
I will say though, if we are on episode 5, so if this is the first time you're watching us, we have 4 other episodes. Feel free to go click those and listen. But
Are you
that's
doing
it.
I was
And
like, something.
if you're
dangerous is
currently
coming.
listening right now, we also are on Apple and Spotify, but we're also on YouTube. So if you like to watch this, watch it on YouTube. But Gabby, take it away. What is today's episode all about?
So today's episode is going to be about our travel recaps. We're talking all things travel.
And how, honestly, I think I have some good tips and tricks on how to travel on a budget or how to not spend and drop
Ooh.
like thousands of dollars at once. I feel like you've taken crazy trips. Like
Yeah.
you've said you've been to Paris, which is like crazy. I want to
Yeah.
hear about that.
Yes.
You've taken cruises, you've been to all inclusives.
Yes.
Yeah.
All that
I
kind
love
of
an
stuff.
all inclusive.
I've done your basic travel, but I did have one year in 2023 where I traveled like everywhere. Like I'm telling you, like every couple months I was going somewhere, and I did it with not really going into any crazy debt, but just like if I probably saved up more money, I could have like just not had anything. But I feel like I have some good tips as far as like how you can like, you know, your flights are $1,200. How can you not pay for that like all at once? I feel like that's good. So
Yeah. And I feel like for being young, you did. Sorry. Gosh.
She's so
Whatever.
young.
For
But
being young,
shy.
I'm gonna stay with that. I'm gonna stick with that. For
You
being
know
no,
what?
it is true
Hey.
because like a lot of people, especially me, when I was younger, I was like, can I afford this? Can I do this? And I feel like for being
Mhm.
young, like money is usually a big factor of limitation,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
you made
Yeah.
it work. So maybe there is some, you
Tips
know,
and tricks
mid
to be learned.
right trips and
Period.
tricks for mid to early 20 girlies who want to travel.
to teenagers to to teens to
We're mid 20s now ish, but you traveled like what 2 years ago, so you were early 20s. Yeah. Okay, so where have you guys been?
Honey, I've been everywhere. No,
Takes a drag her cigarette.
like
yeah.
back when I was a young one, I I've been to. I mean, I'll just do out of country because I've been to a couple states in the U.S., but
Well, I've never been outside the country, so
Do you have a
say
passport?
everywhere. No,
You should
Oh
get a
my God.
passport.
You
You have a real
should
ID?
definitely get a passport.
I'm enhanced, which is
It
like
works too?
better than a.
Why are
real
people
ID.
freaking out about you have to get real ID? Okay, I get it, but if you have an enhanced license,
That
as well-
enhance is better than the
Right,
real.
I have an enhanced, and I have a passport, so I'm good
Yeah,
with
I have
that. I'm not
both.
paying another $100.
Yeah, no, I need to get a passport. That was one of Zach and I's goals this year is to like get a passport, just like start the process and hopefully
Yeah.
like
Oh,
not in a rush anything. So like, it's
Yeah,
okay
take
if
your
it takes
time.
longer.
Well, I've been Canada, Mexico 3 times. And then the big ones were Paris and Italy,
Oh,
Motherfucker.
what part of Italy?
Venice.
You're so lucky.
It was I was young. This was when I was 20.
Oh my god!
Oh
so
my-
you two are a young traveler. Okay, so
Yes.
tell the listeners like how did you swing that? How did you guys?
Yeah, I'll just give the gist.
Was
I
that
mean,
with Zach?
that was with my cousin. Me and my cousin had planned this trip like a year in advance. So, pro tip, if you want to fly overseas, first of all, New York City, pretty obvious your
Yeah.
flights are going to be cheaper.
Mhm.
Winter time, that's going to be much cheaper.
Mhm.
And if you plan it a year in advance, oh my God. We did it on, granted, that's 6 years ago. So I'm like, things are going to be more.
2019.
Oh God, it's like
No, I was 20. So it was 2018.
Wow. Okay.
yeah. So
So
it's probably changed.
It's
Unfortunately,
probably
a lot,
changed
but
a bit now, but in my case, I don't live in New York City, so we had to pay for, bus tickets to get down there. Oh man.
Wow.
Oh my God.
What? From here?
Um
You took a bus?
yeah, we took a bus. It wasn't from Rochester. We went out of Syracuse. And mind you, it was in a snowstorm that was worse than it is now. The
Oh,
snow on the
God.
roads hadn't been plowed yet. My mom is the OG of she's so thinks travel is so important that first of all, I probably at 20 should not have taken this trip because I pretty much spent most of my money on it, which in all fairness was probably $1,000 in total. Like
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
like hotel, bus, planes, food was probably $1,000 or less.
yeah.
So like,
Wow.
it was not that bad. But
Yeah.
when you have like $1,000 to your name,
Right.
Yeah.
it's a lot of money.
She says she's all in.
La Vida, what is it?
La vida.
Living La Vida, La Vida Loca. Oh
Yeah,
my
I was
God.
gonna say Viva Las Vegas.
I know, that's what I started to say too. I'm like, Vida La Vegas? Like what?
Vegas.
Living the vida loca.
Who's
on
on
this
this
side
side?
out? I
don't
just
know.
remember that from Just Dance, like
Oh, I remember from
Halloween.
Shrek.
Oh, that too.
and
The
Shrek
little
too.
cat.
Yeah.
Doing the shimmy for those who can't see. No, it was great though. I want to say the plane tickets out of New York City round trip were like $450 a piece
Oh my god.
to Paris, and then going from Paris to Italy, flights were like $50.
Yeah,
So
God.
plane-
Fucking Europeans.
This is
dude.
unreal. It makes no sense. It was this cheap. Bus ticket from it was round trip, but we missed our bus coming back. But round trip tickets from Syracuse to New York City JFK, $6.
Oh,
Top of the bus.
Is that a real thing anymore?
What?
No.
Probably not.
Nope. I've
They're
looked.
probably like $40 now.
Yeah, fucking insane.
Which is
They're like $70
okay.
now.
yeah.
At least the time I was.
that's still
looking to
the
go.
probably cheapest way because I've only done train from here.
I was saying trains means that
Over $100.
and yeah, our tickets were like 100 and something.
That's
each.
expensive.
Yeah, I've looked to basically try to recreate it. It's at least double if not triple what it used to be. So keep that in mind. Doing it a year in advance definitely helps. Just because that, and it was this time of year, so it was January when we went. But no, like I just feel like you learn so much by like just getting out of your environment.
Yeah.
And I was obviously spoiled because my cousin is bilingual, so Spanish close enough to Italian. So
Oh yeah.
once we got to
Mm.
Venice, and he was taking French at the time, so he was able to kind of like bada bing bada boom. When we got to the hotel, they didn't speak any English in Paris. When we got to
How
when
did
we
they
got to
treat
the,
you
like, the
guys?
hostel.
Well, your cousin said he's learning, so did they because they saw that he was like kind of speaking it?
I would say the people we had experiences with in Paris, kind of rude.
I've heard.
I've heard that people don't like
hear me
Americans,
out.
but that's valid.
Hear me out
it.
though. I feel like I have a different perspective on it now than when I was there. Is that I don't think they're necessarily rude. They're just Europeans are so much more blunt. I think they're like that to
Yeah.
each other too. They just don't take offense. Like I think they're just like, hey,
And that's
are
what
you
I'm
getting coffee?
wondering.
You're not getting coffee. Like they're
Yeah.
It reminds me of Emily
Yeah.
in Paris. The people in Emily in Paris. Have you guys watched
Hey,
that?
have you guys watched that show?
I
I'm
love
left
Emily in
out.
Paris.
I
Well,
haven't.
now you have to watch
watched
Emily in
it.
Paris.
I
will.
love it.
Is it like the summer I turned pretty, like that type of like
Yeah,
yeah,
cheesy,
yeah,
but, like,
very
kind of
vi-
addicted,
yes,
like, to it.
very,
Yeah, okay,
yeah.
cool.
But you would like it.
Some
I
of the
feel like you would like
characters,
it.
I feel like honestly, the other characters for me do it more than she does.
Ooh.
Yeah, sometimes, especially in
Supporting
the newer
characters,
seasons, I'm like,
especially the
"Okay."
older woman. T.
Oh my god, Sylvie! I love Sylvie. That's what I'm saying. She's like blunt, straightforward. Like they all
Yeah, but they
smoke.
don't take offense.
It's like yeah, they're very.
It's
yeah.
just I'm giving it to you how it is. Like yeah,
Mhm.
like there's not like customer service. There's not a customer service voice. There's not customer service attitude. And I'm like, you know what? Fair.
You know
Like,
what? I've been to New York City a few times, so I feel like honestly, is Paris kind of like New York City, like just like the bluntness,
Oh.
just English version?
Kind of, I
prettier,
guess.
the food's better.
In
I don't know. I
Paris?
feel like I still experience like
Oh.
customer service in New York
I'm
City.
like, you don't
though.
like snails?
Escargot. Actually, I've
Escargot?
had escargot.
Ew.
Kelvin likes it.
Tuna.
I would give it a shot
No,
because I'm
it's
trying to try more
snail.
things.
I know, but I'm saying like
Oh,
tuna.
yeah. Red flags, Gabby.
Red flags all around.
It's
How was
so-
how was the flight to Paris?
Long.
Did you fly economy?
I can barely do
Oh.
4-hour flights, and I'm like,
I was 20
ooh.
years old. Who do you
Yeah.
think I am? Of
Yeah.
course I flew economy. I flew the cheapest of the cheap. No, it was one of those mega planes, so it's like 3 rows.
See, I want to be on that.
Yes, I do want to do it. Oh, shoot, wait,
We were
I
in the
have
middle.
been.
Oh my god.
Sorry, I
You're
am
like,
a liar.
I wish I could. Oh, I already
I
have.
actually already experienced that.
No, it was great. Like, and honestly, like they give you like food on the plane and everything. The length of the plane rides mixed with the time change, I got a little
Ooh.
sicky on the plane. So like when they actually brought the food by, I didn't even eat it. I was just like, just give me to Portugal. Give me to
Yeah.
Portugal for the layover, and I'll reassess then. But
Mm.
I mean, all in all, I liked Venice more than I liked Paris, and I was like,
Oh,
I didn't want to admit it. I was like, Paris is a dream. This like I didn't like he brought up Venice and I was like, yeah, as long as we do Paris, like this is the destination.
I would love to go with Zach, but I feel like I need to go with like a bunch of people to like
Europe.
yeah, to like another country like that because I feel like we would get so nervous together and we would kind of just be like,
I would say travel small. Try like go to like Puerto Rico, where it's like they speak English, but you're still
That-
like in
Your
the
people,
definitely-
your
and the
people.
land of my people.
It was crazy because one of the reasons it was so cheap is we were staying in someone's studio apartment.
hostel.
So
Yeah. Like an
So-
Airbnb.
yeah, it was their like yeah, I think they just rented it out. So there's this cute little coffee shop we went to one morning to get a croissant. Oof.
And
The
an
croissants
espresso.
were,
Did you get like a little espresso?
I wasn't big on espressos back then, so
You gotta go back.
I just got just a coffee.
What about the no ice situation? Or the no like iced coffee?
To be
What?
honest, because we were doing
don't
so
have
much
ice
on the
in
cheap.
Europe.
Yeah, they're not
Like,
big
you
on
don't-
ice. You
yeah,
can
you don't-
get it though.
You can, but like it's so frowned upon.
I don't
that
think I
they
would.
be, like,
Yeah,
frowned
no, I
upon.
can't take the judgment now.
It was cold, but there was like no snow. It was just a little like damp. Like I mean, honestly, I wore just like a heavier coat and still wore jeans and sneakers. But
Yeah,
hey,
anyways.
life hack: if another way to save money while traveling is we did not eat out a lot. We had like one big meal in Paris, one big meal in Italy, and then
That's
we did
good.
groceries at the bodega and cooked
Which
at
I
the
feel
Airbnb.
like in and of itself, going grocery shopping in another country, I feel like is going
Oh,
out to
no,
eat anyway.
I ate that shit up. We went and got
Like-
our little basket.
Right?
Yes.
Like, I
I'm-
feel like
oh
I would
my
love
God,
I
the
would do that,
bread.
yeah. I love
So,
that.
but it made it cheaper. The place super small. We didn't do a whole lot of eating out. We had like a couple set meals aside from that. And honestly, just doing food at the apartment really wasn't that much worse than just going out to eat. I don't know about you guys. I hate al dente pasta.
Is that like what when it's
We
soft?
get
It's kind of a little
crunch.
harder.
Like you
Oh.
literally can feel it like bite down,
Yeah, al dente is when it's like,
slightly not
Like,
cooked on the inside.
yeah.
I'm a terrible cook, so I definitely cook my
Well, it
pasta
wasn't
from
flavored
scratch.
I like to over.
I like to overcook my pasta. But I don't know. It wasn't flavored very well, which to be fair, we were in Venice. You're not
Yeah.
in a mom and pop shop. You're in a tourist
You're not in a
area.
Spanish country either.
Yeah.
sorry, that was shade. No, I love my Italians.
Yeah. It was not we weren't in a rural area. We were in a touristy place. And like so I'm like they know they don't have to
Also,
put
do
in
you
the
think
energy.
because a lot of like when I buy like pasta sauce or like stuff, sometimes I get the stuff that's like imported from Italy. So do you think that's real, or do you think that has anything to do with it tastes similar to what we have because it's like imported from Italy?
See, it's hard to tell because again, with it being touristy, I don't feel like I have a full scope of what Italian food is actually like.
Okay.
So,
All that to say, it was fantastic. Try to do groceries. That'll help cut down your bill a lot. Have a couple set days that you know you're going to spend more money. We
Yeah.
also, I think we only checked one bag and shared it.
That's
Or
wow.
maybe we didn't check any. I think we used carry-ons.
I'm a carry-on girl.
Yeah.
And
I
then if
think we
they
only did
offer like to
carry-ons.
check it for free, then I'll do it because I do hate luggage.
Oh my god,
Oh,
I'm
are
like
you?
a checked bag, a rolly carry-on, and a personal bag.
Well, when times are tough, girl.
Ooh.
I-
When they're 50
Well, I
plus a
used to-
bag.
I used to always fly Southwest, and they were a free checked bag. Free
What?
two
That's
checked
'cause
bags.
South-
No
Southwest?
fucking way.
Isn't Southwest like double the price of a normal plane ticket though?
No, I would get.
I was
pretty-
always like
Never.
Southwest was like bougie.
No, no,
No, Delta is. I
no.
feel like Delta's the
Delta's
bougie.
the
I've
bougie
flown
one.
Delta.
and I do fly Delta, so
I've flown Delta.
No,
I don't like Delta.
I always thought Delta was bougie. United was
Delta
meh.
screwed me over before.
American Airlines is meh.
How dare you
I
talk
don't
about my
like it-
American
I don't
Airlines
like
that way?
American Airlines.
They've never done me dirty.
Spirit was like the one,
But
but Southwest
God.
was like a top from Spirit. I always thought, and they're like, that's how I got so many flights because I have like right now I have like
you do the
20,000.
credit cards though, don't you?
Yep, I have like 20,000 points right now, and that's like.
Ooh. See, that's why I kind of wish. I wish maybe if I do. open
But
up
you gotta be
another credit card-
careful.
Yeah, it's
Same
tough.
thing with my Marriott card. You have to just pay it down.
Yeah.
But when I travel, they give you more points when you're traveling.
Yep.
So you use it when you're traveling, but that's where you can get into trouble, where you like use it places and then you use too much,
Yeah.
and then you're like, you get back and you're like, oh shit, I only saved up 500, but I just spent 1,000, and then you're like 5 in debt or whatever,
Yeah.
right? So you have to be careful. Which
It's a slippery slope with any
Yeah.
credit card.
no,
Yeah, yeah,
literally, yeah. So you have to be careful. But like the credits, like when me and my dad, when I took him to Louisiana and we went to Baton Rouge to go to a college football game at LSU to see Alabama roll Tide, and then we found out that his NFL team, the Falcons, was also playing to the Saints. We found out in the airport, and my dad goes, why is everyone, we're going to Louisiana right now, why is there a bunch of people with Falcons gear? And he goes, and literally at the airport he's like, wait, the Falcons game's in Louisiana. I go, oh
We're
my
gonna
dear Dad,
go.
1 second. And I looked, bought us tickets,
Let her
called
cook.
Southwest. Also too, I feel like we're bouncing around with like the different tips and tricks, but one of the things, like, it might take a while, but call the customer service, because I called them. I go, hey Southwest, like, I want to cancel the flight that I have going home. I want to change it to another date, but I don't want to like pay the fees. Like, I want you to just switch it for me. And they did it, and I didn't have to pay anything extra. And they
Wow.
did it. They changed
need
it.
to-
Then
Maybe using my free will a little bit more.
you should. And then Marriott, we were staying in a Marriott. I had actually enough points to cover one night. So then we extended for one night.
I love that.
And then basically it was like I didn't have to pay anything extra besides buying my dad tickets to the NFL game, which ended up being like almost like a Red Wings game.
Right.
You're just
Oh,
like
wow.
they were cheaper than
Yeah. A Bills game.
yeah, they were.
Were they
And
free?
especially when you're on the opposing side.
Yeah. Oh, fuck yeah.
And then we went, and so we got to extend our stay, and then we went to Bourbon Street, but it's like me, my dad, and we're like
Yeah.
not big drinkers in
Yeah.
that way. Well, now I am, but
With
a
a
little stressed
full
now.
bottle and a cup
yeah,
over here.
I'm a little stressed now, so things have changed. But we went and we like kind of walked around a little bit, and there was a bunch of like big families that were all there, like, and you walk down the street and you're like, rise up, because that's like what the Falcons say.
That's
And
cool.
then it's like was fun, and then we just went back and like we had Popeyes that night. We like
Aw.
walked down the road, grabbed Popeyes, and then walked back to the hotel together.
Those are
That.
some of the best memories.
Yeah, that year honestly was such a good year. So
Your travel hack is using
Customer service.
So
Customer service
I
and
guess
points.
yeah, I mean I guess my travel hack would be, so what I really love and what I honestly think is better than the credit cards, because with credit cards you put $1,000 down on it or you rack up $1,000 on it, right? Say you don't pay that off every month, it tax your interest. So then say you pay $50, but then your interest was $30, you actually paid $20.
Mhm.
Okay, so you have to be careful with that. What I really love is Affirms. I love Affirms, Klarnas. I think the one that like Southwest uses is called, it's like Pay something.
Pay as you go.
So maybe I don't know what it's called. I gotta look it up.
Basically, it's just interest-free payment.
Yes.
Payment
Well,
plans.
yeah,
Yeah.
payment plans, but you could do up to 12 months. Sometimes there's like ones that do 24 months. I never go over 24 because then I'm like, oh damn, you're paying that for freaking years. Like
Yeah.
it's crazy.
Yeah, that's actually crazy.
I've only really done the 12 months. So like for example, when me and my mom had to go fly down to Florida, our flights were like $600 total, and I was like, I'm not dropping $600 right now. I'm not doing that. Can't do that.
Wow.
Yeah, for both of them.
In the U.S., that is
just on the
sad.
fucking
It
Florida.
should not be that to get to Florida.
And
of
I
all
did
places,
all
from
right.
New
I think
York.
I did. It was either 6 or 12. I mean, so you guys can do the math and figure it out. But it was like $50 a month for 6 months or something like that.
Yeah.
And so then I'm like, between my mom, I'm like, hey, that's $25 each. Boom. And so like, if you can afford, like, and here's where it could get really tricky, and where I have dug myself in a hole. You have too many affirms.
Yeah.
Where it's like,
They
I'm not
can
even kidding you
add up
guys, a couple
quick.
years ago, it was like $800 a month in affirms. Like, eight guys.
I
it
thought you
was
were gonna say
bad.
like $300.
No. If you-
$800 a month.
Yes. If you like, because on Affirm, you can click like this week, this month, and what you have to pay next month. If you click, and this is also like not just travel ones. Like we bought like, I don't fucking know. Like I bought that on Wayfair. So like that I put on a payment plan. We bought a bunch of like Amazon. I buy a bunch of people's gifts. I bought like
Yeah.
tickets
Oh
to
my god, on Amazon
concerts.
you can payment plan now. too.
Yeah, you
Yes.
could do payment.
My
and I
Apple
did
credit card,
that.
you can payment plan.
Yep.
I'm like, oh, this
So
is a
you can get
slippery
in deep
slope.
trouble, and
Yeah.
that's you know what I've had to kind of like at one point my Affirm racked was like $5,000 of Affirms, and it ended up being like 800 a month, and that's where I was like, holy shit, I didn't realize how much I just kept, because to me it was convenient, because instead of you're paying $200 on Amazon, you drop $200, and it's like, ooh, sometimes I don't have $200 to spend, but then
You're dropping $5.
right, but then you're like, oh, $20 a month, that kind of sounds better. So like, you know what I mean? Like my Oura ring, $500. I was like, I'm not paying $500, $12 a month.
Yeah.
Cool. And I've had it earlier in the year, so it's paid off.
Yeah.
So sometimes it's nice, but then you can't
Do too many of them.
You have to just
You
keep track.
cannot.
And I
And
think it's
I-
just growing pains of being young and like figuring
And
it out.
I was like, it was a height of obviously like TikTok, and someone had a new set, and I was like, I gotta go on Amazon and buy that. I gotta go to this. Versus that last year and this past year, I've been like, okay. Like I look at my house, I go, I don't need anything new.
Yeah.
Unless something physically
You're-
really breaks that
You're
I like.
roosting down. You're
come on.
settling down.
Yeah, and I think like you said, it's a young thing, but also
Yeah.
in settling down, like you just get older. And I'm also just like, damn, I don't like overconsumption is like kind of crazy nowadays.
Ooh,
Really
yeah.
be careful
literally.
with the credit cards, be careful with the like payment plans. But I will say, man, Zach also has a Southwest credit card. We went to Taylor Swift. Where did we go? We went to California to see Miranda for the first time. Both of our flights paid for.
Wow.
Hotel, we went super cheap because we're like, we're not spending. It was like a Days Inn kind of vibe, like super cheap, but it was
Yeah,
like one of
yeah.
the local brands in,
Yeah.
in California. And then we did like a rental car, and the rental car, I think we split, and it was like 100 each or something.
That's
Easy.
so nice.
So like for then, like especially I would do like payment plans on things that are the big ticket items. Like for
Yes.
example, the Taylor Swift tickets. Actually, we ended up throwing that on one of our cards, and we just paid it off. And so if you're gonna do credit cards, so you can get points, but you want to do it like an Affirm, do your math with the interest, do your like
know what you're signing up
know
for
how you can
prior.
pay it off. So say you know that it's gonna tack you $30 a month in interest, then make sure you're doubling that, so you're covering the interest but also continuing to pay it off. So at one point I did that with Zach. We wanted to do a bunch of stuff in like 1 year, so we ended up like literally thinking, okay, so it's gonna cost $500 for us to go on this trip, so that's $250 from you, $250 from me. We were like, if we're starting in January, because this was 4 or 5 years ago maybe, we were like, okay, if we want to do all this, how much and the trip is in July, we have 6 months, what do we have to save every paycheck in order to save up by July to have $500?
Right.
And so I literally, it was a whole spreadsheet I had. Like we had a list of stuff we wanted to do,
That's the way to go, though.
and
like,
just we
have
organized it. And the
organized.
math ended up not like a couple things were wrong. Like we got to January and I go, I thought I was supposed to have more money, but it was very satisfying. It's kind of like what I talked to you about with your high yield savings account kind of thing, which we
Yeah.
could do a whole financial talk, but not
Gabby
getting
financial.
so deep into all this. But obviously finances is plays a huge part in travel.
Yeah, especially for the
But,
average person.
Yeah, I feel like
Yeah.
when you save a big chunk every month, all of a sudden 5 months pass, you're like, oh
Yeah.
damn, my thing got so much. So I
Yeah.
think that like, unfortunately with travel, sometimes it's nice to just be able to be like YOLO and like book a trip, which I got to that point because I had like good chunk of money saved up. I had time, I had energy, I had points on stuff because just from working on it for a couple of years. And then I was able to just like, Miranda wanted to go see her favorite like indie artist in Indianapolis, and I was like, you want to go? And I looked at tickets, looked at a hotel, covered the hotel with my points. My flight ended up
That
being
is
covered
so nice to be able
because
to
Zach
do.
wasn't using his Southwest points, so he got to transfer them to me. So then I only
you
had
can
10,000 or
transfer them?
something. He transferred like 8 to me, and like 8 grand to me, in points, and then it covered my flight, and then I was able to go on the trip.
Yeah.
And then I only had to pay for like food for being there,
Yeah.
and that was it.
Yeah, I think your
Okay.
valuable lesson is utilize points
Yes.
if you can, because I'm not gonna be like, get a
yeah,
credit card,
don't,
get a
right.
credit
Don't
card.
dig yourself in a hole
Don't,
because
yeah,
ugh.
if you know you can't handle it, like, and it's no shame in it. It's hard. It's hard to manage it.
I am telling you, I've been there where I was struggling. The past
Yeah.
year, I've been paying shit off because I just let it loose.
Yeah. So be smart. Make sure.
Yeah.
Basically, what I use with credit, I treat credit cards like it's a debit card. When I
Yep.
use it, like I'm
Mhm.
like, okay, mental check. Like
It's been
don't-
paid off. There's no question about it.
like pay it off either immediately or just know my balance of like how much I can afford a month to put on this credit card and just make sure I don't go over it. If I do, I'm nearing it. That's it. The credit card's dead to me. I will
Yes,
just
that's how
I
I'm
will
treating it now.
Literally
That is
take
how
it
I'm
out of my
treating it now.
wallet and just be like, yeah, I'm not using you until like
Yeah.
I pay you down. And that's my like hack. But yes,
Yeah.
I have the Chase Sapphire Reserve, which
Yeah,
is not
same.
like there's one that's like premium or
Yeah,
I don't
they
know.
have some crazy ones.
That's like $500-$600 what is that,
Yearly
like a yearly fee, which is
Oh,
fucking insane.
annual
Congrats.
fees?
Yeah, congrats
Yikes.
if you can afford that. I have the one that's still kind of crazy, $99 a year.
I have
fee.
a couple that are like
Yeah.
$50. I'm like, oh, yeah,
Yeah.
like hit me every time. I'm like, shit.
Yeah, which is like crazy, but I think it's I wish I would have looked into the like a Delta because I do travel on Delta a lot to get points like that.
Mhm.
But I'm happy with getting
Capital
the Chase
One has one. It's like a venture one, and I
Yeah.
got it because I thought, oh, I'm doing really well with. Why don't I get another one so I could use for like Delta? I know, guys. I know we got to do a financial episode because I know
Don't-
we've had this conversation.
Another tip: you don't
Don't get a lot of credit cards.
credit cards.
Help me,
Start
Lord.
chopping those up
Yeah,
I think
but
now.
there's not just specifically for Delta because like I have a Southwest. You can only use Southwest.
yeah.
There's Capital One has a venture one. That one you can use for Delta or other.
Yes, like just do
So-
your homework. Don't
Yeah.
listen to Maddie and
Don't listen to Maddie in a bunch, but listen to what ones I have that work.
that are useful and
Yeah.
transferable and creates good. 'Cause
I made
have-
the mistake, so you don't have to.
You're right. Yeah, Maddie walked so you guys can run away from credit card debt.
So I'm like good. I'm
Nice.
pretty good now. It just there's a couple that I'm like. Anyway, well, I will feel so much better once it's like. done.
It is a huge relief.
And I want to close all my cards, but I'm also like, you can't because.
I'm not gonna lie. I just say
So
the
I
ones
might
don't
put them somewhere.
the ones that don't have yearly premiums, just take them out of your phone, take them out of your wallet, just
And
put
make,
them
like,
somewhere
emergency.
emergency, God forbid, whatever.
just never call because I'm like, well, I don't use it anyway, so I'm just like.
Yeah, as long as you're not
Just keep
getting
it
like
that
paying
way.
a premium, just
No.
don't. Just
No.
pretend
So
it's
I
dead.
just leave
keep
it.
and
But yeah, that's the other thing that sucks about how many credit cards I have because I have plenty that are zero balances, which is a
Yeah.
great thing to do.
well,
but
also not really.
it's like-
do you know that?
Yeah,
Yeah, you're supposed to use
Yeah,
them
you're
because then they
supposed
can
to use,
close
like,
them.
At least
30%.
3%.
I know.
Did you say 30?
Well, not to go over 30%.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah. You're not. Yeah. You're not supposed to go over 30% of your available.
I thought it's like
Yeah,
3%.
credit.
To go
3%.
over?
I think you're supposed to use on your credit
Yeah, at
cards
least
in order for them
3%
to not
to be in
close
good
them
standing.
on you.
Oh, I thought it's to be good in good standing.
You just
Yeah,
can't
I
go
cl- I don't
over
know
30%
anything,
of
so-
the balance of whatever
Oh.
whatever limit
Yeah,
you have.
yeah.
It has to be
Yeah,
at least
yeah,
you're supposed to try to keep it below 30% if you want your credit score to be like,
yeah.
Yeah.
but like you can go
But that's not-
over it. It's just like it's not gonna like tank your credit, but it might dock your points a little
No,
bit.
but
Yeah.
that's what like my dad was saying. Because I'm like, well, I paid this off. I'm just gonna get rid of the card. And he's like, well, you can't now because
You've
your
opened
credits.
mine.
Because now the 30% is gonna go like this. Because even if you're using 30%, but then you just close all your cards, that percentage now goes
Yeah.
higher. So, but honestly, it doesn't bother me. Most of them are in like the same apps, so it's like. It's almost like when you open up Chase and you have like your checkings, your savings, and then you have a couple cards. So they're not terrible. Like they're not terrible in that way. So and a lot of them are like $200, and I'm like, why did I get this? But it's when I got when I was 18 and I had a 0 credit. They were like, here's $200, girl. You can only. So now I'm just like, why do I have that? Or a $400 one. I'm like, I took over for pretty much Liv's part of her story, but she traveled outside of the country.
And honestly, the only last tip I'll say that people are not going to like this one, but it does save you a lot of money. We didn't get a phone plan, so we had no service while we were overseas.
What? That's
Either of us.
right.
Well, okay.
But now things have changed, though, right?
Yeah.
I don't know what it's like now. Maybe
Because
I still think you have to
Canada's
pay a
different.
premium to go overseas.
So what I did when I went to Iceland,
You went to fucking
What?
Iceland? We gotta get to her in a second. Wow, I think I've just been
Tea.
covering
There's
my face this whole time.
it's just
For the best. For the best.
like, hey guys,
Yeah, I'm like
Welcome
this. I'm
to
like,
post
hey.
Pilates foots.
Someone's gonna clip that and use it later.
Someone
and that's someone.
is Liv.
Is there anything else like in the US? Like, I know obviously you've lived in Texas, you lived in North Carolina, like any other states that you've gone to?
Been in the South.
She's been in the South.
Like, oh, any what? What about
You didn't hear anything I said? So she wasn't listening.
those trips?
So traveling within the US, like, do you like that more? Do you see yourself doing it more? Or do you think your next big trip will be again out of the country?
I mean, I like both for different reasons. Obviously, going out of the country takes so much more preparation. So, like, there's obviously stressful parts about traveling out of the country that I like about being in the US. It's just, you know, it's a little simpler. I love the nature of upstate New York, and you can see some really beautiful things for so cheap. It's not
helpful.
it's not Airbnb.
Verbo?
No, it's basically like a
Booking.com. Booking. Yeah. Welcome to today's ad.
And now we're
And
gonna
that
read our sponsored.
our
Sponsors.
sponsor for the day.
Okay.
I can't remember what the app is called.
Yes, the A-frame that Zach and I stayed in is on. I think so.
The app we use is HipCamp. You will have some places that are more like Airbnb, but it'll be like cabins, like lean-tos, yurts, like all kinds of stuff like that. But like you can get places for like $50 a night. Yeah, it's nice. It's nice. We've done a couple on there before.
I want to try that.
Porta potty, no air conditioning, no shower.
Well, the one that Zach and I just went on, 4 months ago, we used HipCamp, and it was a bare bones cabin. So it was like it had, door, bed,
I'm trembling.
couch, but it had a wood stove, no electricity. No electricity. There was an outhouse with no door on it. So going to the bathroom was a little bit scary.
Even at night, what did you do?
I was a little. I literally peed in the yard that night because I was scared to go all the way to the outhouse.
Fair.
Terrifying.
Yeah, that is actually my worst nightmare. No, that sounds amazing. I do want to. Actually, no, Kelvin and I did say that I think this year we're going to try camping. But I was like, maybe we'll do that. Remind me again of that, or maybe I'll listen to this episode. Of that campsite Airbnb thing.
Yeah.
And
because it was cute because we technically could all each get one, and then we're all like a walking distance away from
oh my
each
god,
other,
our commune dreams.
and then there's like
Sold
places where you can all
our epicenter where we gather and we'll build a fire, get naked, and
And
dance
it's-
around it at night.
yes.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Skeet,
Fuckers.
motherfucker.
Oh, skeet, goddamn. Oh, skeet, motherfucker.
She's like, I grew up camping and I liked it sometimes, and then I think I got older and I realized how nice like the most expensive hotel in Vegas is, and I was like, "Whoo, I like this much better." And then I go
Sheesh.
camping and I go, "Oh,
The downside.
where's the
to
toilet paper in
camping-
a little swan?"
Literally.
And then I just like I didn't like the bugs, I didn't like feeling dirty, but I want to try like Morgan has an RV, like maybe try it that way. But then
Yeah.
also like we didn't mind the A-frame. We just wish there was like air conditioning.
Yeah, like you give up a lot of
Like, there's
luxuries.
Certain things are like being able to go to the bathroom and feeling like clean and like
Did it have
wipey.
power? Like a outlet?
No.
What? How did you charge your phone?
We brought portable chargers, and then Zach had like an actual plug in his car. So like when we would go, we were there for weddings. We were there for literally one night.
Oh.
So like we would charge our phone.
But you know what? That's fun. I think that's what me and Kelvin, we just need to do like 1 or 2 night And
a
like that's our like
But
just
I
like
feel like
a
if we were with friends, it would have been better.
and with friends would be fun. I think I want to do a cabin. I want to do like
Yes,
somewhere
and
like we're
that's
in
the thing,
cabins.
when we went to this place, all the other people at the wedding stayed on like this camping ground, and they all had like nice cabins, and we were like, damn. But it was so aesthetically pleasing that I was like, "Ugh, I want to stay here.
Yeah, yours was cool. It was
But it
nice.
just like, at nighttime it was hot.
Yeah.
Like it was rough in that sense, and then
Yes.
having to go to a wedding where I wanted to be all dressed up, I felt nasty. So I'm like, but if I'm just with friends and we're just like going to a lake swimming, coming back and doing bonfire, like I think I wouldn't feel like gross.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. So there's definitely a lot of more preparation that goes into camping bare bones too. Because it's like you have to bring a cooler, you have to bring groceries, you have to do like there's just a lot more phone chargers, like shit like that. But
Oh my god, when we would go camping with because my mom loves camping. She loves the idea of camping. It's funny. My dad
So-
hates camping. I hated
Really?
having to load the car up. My mom
Oh.
has totes of stuff, totes of food and snacks, and like she would prep. It's like you said, prepping is crazy.
oh, same.
And
Like
then
my
we would have
family
to
had a
unload the
3-room
car.
tent.
Yes, yes.
Ooh,
3-room
love
tent.
That's
and it had,
cool.
like little separations.
The little
We would have a
patio
kitchenette.
thing?
Yes, we would have a kitchenette.
We probably had the same
We would
tent.
have- probably. We had like the thing that would go, the little tent that would go over like the picnic table.
Yep.
So
yep.
then you would have your coolers, and it was
It's a
nice.
whole like day to
But
pack.
yes,
for.
a whole day to pack for, a whole day to set up. And so Zach and I actually went with our friends. We went to Saratoga Springs for a Zach Brown Band concert a couple years ago. We went camping. That was fun. Except we did a boat day and got all sunburnt.
Oh
We went out to the bar, got fucked. All came back so drunk. People were throwing up outside their tents. It was nasty, yeah. Zach and I were laying in bed. Like, we left early because we were like,
Are
left the
miserable,
bars
yeah.
early because we were miserable. We were laying in bed. Like, nobody could touch us. We were like lobsters. Yeah. But that was like fun because there's like showers and stuff. But I think it's just more fun when you go with a bunch of people to places like that.
Oh, 100%.
But I would like to try a
I-
cabin.
And
Okay.
you, Iceland. I need more details.
Okay, yeah,
What
yeah.
about Iceland?
On
When
to
did you
you.
go? How old were you?
Okay, so I went with a guy I was dating at the time, and so
What the fuck?
yeah, T.
I meant, what the fuck?
Okay, so I went with a guy I was dating at the time. I think it was early 2020. Like, shutdown was
Oh.
shutdown.
Oh, yeah,
Controversial.
yeah, hey, there's a lot of stuff that
Oh, the lore goes deep. So we went early 2020, and he planned it honestly just like your cousin. Like, he was like kind of really on the ball with planning it. I preferably one of the reasons why we broke up, wish good things
Meant to be. Wasn't
meant to, it wasn't meant to be, but that trip to Iceland was because it was good. It was like life. It was a life experience, but it was
Wasn't
like
good or bad. It was a life
it
experience.
was a life experience.
a
No, I want to go back.
experience.
I want to do it with Kelvin. I think like it would be so much more better, just
Yeah.
because me and him are more travel compatible. Which something we can talk about is traveling with people who you are compatible with and not. That guy that I traveled with, we are not. We were not. We would just argue. It was my first time traveling outside of the country alone, like, period. So I was just very nervous. It was during winter time, and a few years before that, I got into my first car, or not my accident. I was in a car accident involving black ice. So I was already like still kind of really nervous, and like it was still really fresh with driving in the snow, and I was just very nervous. And he didn't respect that, and we were in a foreign country. Iceland is very, when you leave Reykjavik, hope I'm pronouncing that right. It's very country. It's very like mountainy, very just
Yeah.
out there, no population, no people. So, and it's only 4 hours of sunlight in July. Like,
Fuck. The summer.
I mean,
has
July.
less than
Sorry.
it?
Oh my gosh. Sorry. It's only 4 hours of sunlight in January. Like in the
Oh,
winter
I was
months.
like,
Yeah, no,
I
July it would have been
don't
24 hours.
understand the. I'm all messed up.
Sorry.
Okay,
I don't know
okay.
why I said
January. Oh
during
wow,
the summer.
January is popular time to travel out of the country.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Oh my God. Actually found an invoice that he forwarded me because I was just curious, because I'm like, oh, maybe me and Kelv could go, whatever. The trip. So the flight and car rental, I think he did like a bundle on Expedia $1,000 for 2 tickets and a car rental for
Unheard of.
What?
6 days.
Unheard of.
Total $1,000.
What hotel did you guys stay in?
We stayed at an Airbnb. I paid for
Oh,
it. I
oh,
think
yeah.
maybe like $300. I know it wasn't that much because again, I was a broke.
How many
college-
days?
I think 6 days
In 2020?
in 2020.
Okay, and I might be really ignorant. What language do they speak in Iceland?
Icelandic. I'm pretty sure.
Icelandic? Okay, I was gonna
Yeah,
say that, but I'm
but-
like, I feel like that sounds too
No,
like.
but because we were in
Boo.
Reykjavik,
Yeah.
yeah, you fucking idiot. No,
It's like when you're like in Mexico, they speak Mexican. It's like no, so that's the
Yeah.
vibe I was getting.
I'm pretty
Like,
sure-
Icelandic, you know what I
get
mean?
now let me look it up because
Every night.
Yes. Okay. so yeah, people in Iceland speak Icelandic. So, but Reykjavik is very like Venice, very touristy.
Sounds Russian.
Mm.
Or something.
So,
Just
I
like,
know
fun
it's Europe,
isn't it
though.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I
How
didn't
long
know
was the-
Reykjavik was in Iceland.
How long
Yeah,
was the
Reykjavik.
Why
flight?
did I think it was in like Austria or something?
I don't
Yeah,
really
maybe that's what I'm
remember.
getting like the Austria.
Yeah, like Germany or
German.
something.
Well, I feel like it's very like Nord
Also, I'm
Norwegian.
stupid. Can you put Iceland on?
I was
maps
about
for
to say
me?
I'm not good with geography.
As I thought
so-
it's like up here.
So did
in
I. Like U.S., Iceland,
Canada, Iceland,
Yeah, like
Greenland.
Italy, Germany, everything over here.
And
For
so
our
the-
listeners, we're looking at a map right
Oh,
now
yeah.
on the iPad of like a
Geography.
globe and trying to. I'm a visual learner.
Yeah. So we were in Reykjavik and then we drove a lot. I'm pretty sure never eat soggy
How was-
waffles. We went like northeast.
Wait, what did you say?
That's how I help with directions. Never eat soggy waffles northeast.
Yeah.
Have you
Southwest.
guys? What was that show? North, south, east, and west. Let's get this party going. North, south.
Nope. No, wait. So yeah, hella cheap, but you know, given the time, I don't know how much it would be now. So take that into consideration. Also a valuable tip if you're a young girly in a non-committal relationship, just you know what? If the guy's willing to pay for it, do it. Get a free trip.
Period.
Get a free trip. And that goes for
If-
my gay or lesbian couples too. Like just extort that person.
Oh my god. Correct. And if they.
And this is why it
I
took
was
so
gonna-
long. No,
I was gonna say something so annoying. Not annoying. Would just be like, well, never mind.
she said it's past.
I was like, it's best.
I can't really
That's
remember.
funny. I do wish that I like took more chances like that of just like, let's go.
Dating
But I
guys?
feel like I did.
Dating guys? What do you mean? You've been with
No.
a man this whole, your whole
yeah,
life.
I've been with Zach my entire life. I had no choice. No, I meant like if I wasn't with Zach and I had the opportunity to like, not that I didn't have the opportunity, but like when you date and go to college, like I didn't go to college. Like
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
meet a bunch of people and then you have more opportunities to do things like
Yeah, like
stuff
just
this.
the random crazier things. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, recommend it. No, I mean like it is what it is. It
How
sucks
long was
because I
the
have like
flight?
I can't remember. This again was
Mm.
2020, which like my god.
I mean, 6 years ago. I can't remember.
Yeah, I can't really
get
speak
it.
much. The only thing I can say is we did take a hotspot with us. So that's what we used. And
Oh.
again, he paid for it. So I don't really know how much it cost. I think it was maybe like
So be a mooch and your travel dreams can go far.
another pro travel trip is be a mooch, like me.
Period.
So that's all I can offer.
If
be
you're
the
a
sh- or be the
hardworking
sugar
girly.
mama of all the travelers.
Or be the
And
sugar
go into
mama.
debt.
Be the sugar
Yeah.
mama,
Credit
or
card.
just spend every dime you have.
Wow.
Right, go all in, go into debt.
Mooch.
Mooch.
Utilize your
somebody-
assets and
She used her resources.
I use my
Can you blame a girl?
resources.
No. That's why I
My
said I
three
wish I
resources.
did that. What did you say?
My 3 resources.
That's what I was gonna say earlier. I was
It
just
was
gonna be like,
low-key
if someone
giving-
asks you to suck their dick for a PJ, go ahead.
right.
For a-
BJ's for PJs.
yeah. Okay. So
How
the sa-
expensive are your PJs?
Yeah.
Expensive. Do you know what a PJ is?
Oh, I thought you meant pajamas.
Sorry, no.
Private jet.
Private jet. Oh my god.
I think I've seen that somewhere, and I was like, "Boo!"
Yeah, you're like,
Lame
"What?"
joke.
You're only getting PJs out of a BJ?
I go to the Goodwill bins. You were
pajamas.
so judgy. You're like, what the fuck,
It's like-
guys? Damn.
Sleep in the nude for God's
Yeah, you're like,
sake.
damn.
No pajama set is
Oh
worth
my
all
God,
that,
that's
but
so fucking funny.
Yeah.
wow, my life has been changed this episode.
Yeah.
So much context.
Okay, so you went to Iceland.
Yeah.
You used all of the resources from him. What travel tips do you have other than using somebody else's money?
You've done a lot of like all inclusives. You've gone to like
Yes.
You've been on a cruise, right?
I've been on 1 cruise and then 2 all inclusives. And then my favorite trip where I'm going to promote, guys, go to fucking Puerto Rico. It
I
is a
want to so
beautiful
bad.
island.
Guys,
it
let's
is
go.
2 to 3
I don't need a
hours.
passport.
You don't need a fucking
because
passport.
guess what? It's in the fucking
Yeah.
US. Or
Contrary to some
Whoa,
people's
whoa.
belief,
sorry, I'm passionate about it.
believe it or not, Puerto Rico, Bad Bunny is
Fuck,
US,
is- oh my
is US territory. So, and it's a
Nice.
beautiful island with amazing, beautiful people and amazing food. So,
Oh,
Guys, can we please
tomorrow. Let's go tomorrow. It's really bad weather here.
yeah,
Not to
yeah.
circle back to the weather.
Yeah.
No, literally.
'Cause let's like write up a draft plan of a trip like that, just to gauge how much.
We
it
have 3
costs.
trips. We have camping, Puerto Rico, and Paris.
We also have New York City again before B
And New York
moves.
City.
That's true.
Which
I
is-
feel like we could totally do New York City. The Paris one might have to wait until
We can do, how about we do
Let's-
Paris for
I
like our
feel
big
like-
a big birthday, like
right.
you know what I mean? So, I would say also don't think it is less than. Do not like
What is less
do not devalue all inclusives. Like I know a lot of people talk crap on it, and if you want to talk crap,
I've never been to one,
Who's
so
talking crap on
no, because some people do.
some people
They're
are like the food's not as good.
oh no,
the
they're like it's
drinks,
not
like-
real traveling. And listen, when I go on vacation,
Speak to the camera.
okay,
baby.
as a working woman from 9 to 5, me and Kel, we work very hard. I don't want to sometimes. I'm sorry, I don't want to be in a hostel, which is fine. If you want to be in a hostel, like honestly, that's
There
great
are
too.
times and places for those types of trips. Yeah.
But yeah, if you work so hard and we only have 1 vacation a year, yeah, I don't want to be like, lugging around and rugging it out. Which so it's fine. I'm not talking shit. But I am talking shit.
Time
if you
and
look
place
down
for it. Yeah.
right, time and place, and I'm gonna talk shit if you look down on people who do all inclusives. So yes, we have done all inclusives.
Say it
We've
with
done
your
a
chest.
cruise.
Say
Yeah.
it with your
Yeah,
chest.
right. I mean, we've done cruises and resorts. And one thing I gotta say, even though that yes, it's kind of expensive, all inclusive. So once you get there,
Like you're
That's
taken
it.
care of.
That's
You're
it. And it's
taken
almost like
care of.
it's free.
no, yeah. In my girl math, I'm like, oh, we paid this
Right.
back in March and it's fucking May. Like,
I've done 1 or 2 all inclusive, and I've been trying to do it again ever since.
Zach really wants to go to Aruba with Dan and Jenna. And I was
guys-
like,
shut. Wait, we want to go to Aruba too. We tag along. Do you want to go to Aruba?
I've always wanted to go
Let's
anywhere.
go.
Aruba, I need a passport though, right?
Yes.
Probably, yeah.
Apparently the Keys are
The like Siesta Keys?
I think so in Florida are
Yeah.
like look like you're in like the Bahamas, like it's that pearly water.
Well, no, what's frustrating about the US is we don't do all inclusive here.
No, we don't.
that's true.
Kelvin and I looked because we were like, oh, maybe we can do so. It won't
I
cost that much. We can
Yup.
drive or whatever.
Yup. I tried to do
That's
all inclusive in
true.
Florida because, yeah, like you said, I was like, oh, the Keys are like, they look tropical. Not all inclusive.
I would say for me, credit cards, like utilizing just
Then
pay.
he's like
Yeah, I want-
shaking out of fear.
Yes.
I really haven't done payment plans. I would just do credit cards. I would just do saving. I mean, again, Kelvin and I just split 50-50 when we travel. So we just
Makes it a lot better.
Yeah, it kind of makes it
Yeah.
easier. Go with someone if you can. This last time to Mexico, because of my credit card and it gives me points, I was able to use most of our points for main cabin seats on or not Delta. Delta. And only paid like $300 out of pocket for a round trip.
Oh my God.
And we were in
that's
main
so
cabin.
nice.
So, just utilize those points. Be smart. But obviously, if it's not your strongest suit with using credit cards, don't put yourself in that position. But if you can, with some discipline,
Don't
it
be
could
like
be-
Maddie.
yeah,
Guys.
it can be very useful and helpful.
Right. I've had the great experience with it, but I've also had the really bad experiences. So you just have to
Use your best
Yeah.
judgment.
don't overdo it, which is what I did. I just
Yeah.
overdid it because I got way too travel happy.
Yeah.
And then it just was like, I'm gonna die tomorrow. Why would I care? Which is like a valid point of like, don't just like,
Living
because
for
it's
the
hard.
day.
Because like, I mean, now since I've been working so much, I get when people take only a vacation once a year.
Yeah.
I used to be like, I don't want to wait for one time a year.
Yeah.
Like everyone did that.
Yeah.
They would go away for 2 weeks. I'm like, that's it? And I was like, just go whenever. So like that one year I went it was like weekend I was going here, weekend I was going there, and it just kept, and I was like, ooh, it was so, but it got to the point halfway through the year where I was like, ooh, I was overspending my much. And then it got to November. I think that was the last thing I did because that was Akon to Georgia. We went to
Yeah.
Georgia. And that was where I was like, ooh, I should stop, I think, after this. And then it was like Christmas. So I had to pay for all these Christmas gifts. And I
Oof.
was like, oh
That's
my
a
God.
bad combo.
And then it was just like, oh shit. And
Yeah.
then it was like I had to pay for my car. It was always a bunch of stuff. So just be careful. But I get where if you're in that mindset of like, ew, I don't want to wait for just 2 weeks out of a year. But then like, like we're talking about, go to New York City, do something small.
Do
with a
local,
group,
yeah, close to
do
things.
local
Yeah,
stuff. So
yeah. Don't
there's
be
a way
afraid.
to,
Yeah, road tripping.
yep.
Road trip with your significant other, friends, family.
Yeah. When you go to like pick all inclusives, because for example, like I'm interested in one, but I want to make sure I pick a good one that I don't know anything about. Luckily, there's like TikTok you could look at, but sometimes you're like, sometimes it's better to hear from someone that's been there.
Yeah.
How do you
Yeah.
guys pick ones?
Ooh, I was gonna say TikTok.
Okay.
Yeah,
So you do
seeing
TikTok.
other
Okay.
people's like, yeah, because honestly, people.
Do you
when
ever use
see a
travel
visual-
agents?
No. Just because I mean, maybe
Ooh.
one day I think when we do want to go to Europe. I want to go to Greece. That's my big thing. We do want to go to Japan.
Mm.
So maybe for those really big
Ooh,
ones,
Japan.
yeah, we'll probably use a travel
Tea.
agent. Yeah. But we just utilized TikTok, YouTube for when we were prepping for our cruise. People do like full like YouTube like people do vlogs.
I
That's
didn't know.
true.
And you can see what we're getting into. It also helps like us get excited. Oh my god, you guys yawned at the same time. Beautiful.
We're holding
Holding
hands.
space,
Me and Maddie are,
fellas.
are holding hands and saving space.
Search the like what we did for our cruises. Just search the cruise line, the specific boat that you can get. Yeah, pretty good resources.
That's good to
insight.
know
Yeah.
that YouTube is
Yeah.
that resourceful for cruises.
Yeah. Okay.
And with cruising, which is nice, is like, I mean, that was where I was able to do a big luggage and just bring like a luggage, a carry-on, a bag.
Because you're
'cause
not
they don't-
going anywhere.
Yeah.
And, then you
And
just
what's-
have
Not with your
the
luggage.
room.
Right. What's amazing is you go, you move where you lodge, you go to sleep, and you wake up in a different location. How amazing is that?
That is
That
pretty
is
nice.
nice.
Like, are you kidding me? Ugh, I love it.
But it would make me fucking go insane knowing I'm in the middle of the ocean.
That was scary.
No,
We
like,
did
you
ha-
just look out and there is
No.
We had a balcony so we can see at night. Just like there's nothing more eerie.
I'd be
Yo, like
I'm afraid. Yeah.
yo, it's scary.
Those are scary videos. on
Yeah, I don't like
TikTok.
that. I got a phobia of that. Ugh. But yeah. Anyways,
Well, to wrap this up, we have a lot of good tips that, again, there's so many different ways to travel. Travel on the cheap, travel for free if you're going to use somebody else's money, or just go
Don't use
into
credit cards.
insane debt and credit cards.
yeah. We've talked about traveling internationally within the U.S. All inclusives out of the country. Book your trip to Puerto Rico.
And do it a year in advance. You might only pay $2. Who knows?
And if you can't, right. Don't use credit cards. Save your money.
Use credit cards wisely.
wisely. Also, use the payment plans wisely because as long as you pay them monthly, once you're done with that 12 payments, that's it. Versus a credit card, it like can rack up quickly. So if you don't have the money at the moment to drop $1,000, but you can drop $100 a month to pay for that $1,000 in a year, do that way, but just make sure you pay it on time.
Yeah, just
So
budget.
just be smart and
Just be
budget.
smart and responsible.
I mean, don't get into because I got into the mindset of like, if I'm gonna die tomorrow, I want to make sure I go here. Like, okay, like you could stretch that a little bit, but just be smart and be safe, but also like live life. Life is short,
Yeah,
so go on the trip, but don't put yourself into debt.
exactly. Yeah. Like, no, I like that message. Go on the trip.
But don't put yourself in debt.
Don't put yourself
Yeah,
in
don't
debt.
put yourself in debt.
Yeah, have
And
fun.
if you put yourself in debt, just don't have it be too much.
Yeah, or if you get that travel bug, which I have like gotten this year after we went to New York City, and it made me really miss that whole year I was traveling. But like I physically couldn't do that right now, or financially. Do small trips.
Yes.
Do stuff local. There's so many,
big-
especially nowadays. shopping local and like, but like New York's beautiful. So like we're very lucky to live in New
Yeah,
York.
very
Like
fortunate.
California, gorgeous. But like New York,
Yeah.
we're also close to Boston. Well, Boston's not up.
Toronto.
Toronto. Like we're closer to other cities. So like use your car, like use buses, use trains. Like there's ways.
There is ways.
Weekend
yeah.
trips can really tie you
Yes.
over when you can't do a big trip.
That-
Yes.
yeah,
Yes. Thank you. That's exactly what Man, Liv you got it today.
She gets it.
If she's got it, she's got it.
All right, guys, we're gonna wrap it up for this episode.
Episode 5.
Let us know if you have any episode ideas for us. Like I said in the beginning.
What did you say? in
Yeah,
the
what did I say in
beginning?
the beginning?
Don't leave
Oh,
me
if
hanging.
you are currently listening on Apple or Spotify and you want to watch us, we are on YouTube. So go to YouTube and subscribe. If you're watching on YouTube and you prefer to maybe have it in the background or you're traveling or you're traveling,
Yay.
we are on Apple or Spotify, which you can download. So
Give us a jingle. Give us a listen.
Yeah.
terrible.
Keep a lookout on our socials. We're gonna try to be more active with
present,
more present. Well, we are pretty present. We have amazing reels, but we are gonna start doing listener polls and Q&As
Oh, that's
for some upcoming
right.
episodes we have in February. Very exciting.
Yes.
So keep a lookout for that. Drop in the comments of any places that you want to travel to or you've been. If you have any tips,
Yeah, if you have any travel tips, I am planning to still travel, so
Your
let a
girl
girl
might
know.
need it.
Yeah.
Stay warm out there, guys.
Thank you for
Yes,
watching.
you were about that. Someone's in Florida right now.
If we have a listener from Florida, it's amazing. That's hi from
Yeah.
Florida. Hi from Rochester.
Yeah. Hi from Florida. Gabby. Yeah, follow us on Instagram.
Bye, guys.
Bye.